While my journey of writing is a path of mine that is well established from the depth of my experiences, my journey of painting is a castle that I've just begun to explore. Painting is living my story out loud in a colorful and deeply sensual way. I always have this feeling of wanting to bathe in the colors, of holding the paints in my hands, feeling it between my fingers. Painting is a living testament to my existence, that I have allowed the infinite nature of who I am to flow through me. This innate knowing that there's magic in every brush against the canvas. This innate knowing that the magic of the infinite is playing with me in those moments. This innate knowing that as the blank canvas is being covered, the infinite is birthing itself, growing on the canvas, and after the paints upon the canvas have dried, the magic wouldn't cease as the infinite continues evolving, becoming more of the beauty that it has created, becoming more of itself. I have the honor of exploring the halls of my castle and decorating its walls with canvases of the infinite.
So, the innate jewels of existence. What are these jewels of existence? So, I think there were like nine jewels of existence. So this is what I wrote. She is a carrier of the innate jewels of existence. She carries these jewels in her arms as a mother carries her child. She carries these jewels in her arms and holds them within her arms as a mother of creation, as a mother of existence holds her children. These jewels of existence in her arms, in her heart. So the first jewel, it's the breath of existence, the breath of existence. And this is the painting, and it feels so beautiful. Okay, so this is the piece that I wrote for it. The very breath of existence, it breathes within the goddess. She is carried in each and every breath of existence herself. The goddess, she is carried in each and every breath of existence herself. And when one is carried in each breath, in each inhalation, in each exhalation of existence herself, behold the motion of oneself. Ah, behold the goddess in motion. Behold the goddess in motion, for one who moves carried in each inhalation, in every exhalation of existence herself. She splashes the colors of raw ecstasies here, there, and everywhere in reckless and graceful abandon. Behold the goddess and her creations carried in the breath of existence herself. She moves, she is moved by the full emptiness of existence herself. Goddess in motion, she is equal parts graceful and bold. The goddess's magic, the jewels of the breath of existence are ever streaming forth from her heart, streaming forth unconditionally from her heart. There's a magic in the air, my beloved. There's a magic in the air, my beloved. The breath of existence herself, carrying each and every moment in her every inhalation, in her every exhalation. Breathe, 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 my beloved, for the air, it is potent with the very breaths of existence herself. Look, look, Look closely, and one can see it a-glowing. Swirls and swirls and swirls of existence's breath aglow. Breathe, 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 my child. Breathe carried in the very breath of existence herself. Breathe. I remember I was at a cafe when I was writing this, and I just felt that moment when the inspiration was flowing, and I felt this, and I have to say it's beyond inspiration. It was a full blown experience in and of itself, where it was viscerally unfolding within me, and I was experiencing the breath of existence. And it makes me feel so much appreciation for who I am. It makes me feel so much appreciation to be able to experience it so intimately. So the next jewel of existence, the next jewel of our existence, it's the heartbeat of existence. The heartbeat of existence. So this is a painting. And this is a piece that I wrote. The heartbeats of existence. Can you hear her heart beating? Can you hear her heart beating? When you hear it, without a doubt, you will know it. Mother Earth carved him with her bare hands. Mother Earth nurtured and nourished him with her bare heart. He is raw from the soils of Mother Earth. He is warmth itself. He emanates holy warmth. The warmth of her flame, the flame that she worshipped and devoted her very existence to. His holy warmth devoted itself to her very existence. The very flame that she worshipped enveloped her in all of its raw holiness. Where does it begin? Where does it end? Where does it end? Where does it all begin? And when he danced, Mother Earth, she swayed and she danced, such that his body danced the joys of his mother's heart. And in her heart, there he was. There lay his heart, that wheresoever he wandered, wheresoever his heart wandered, she held his heart. That in her very gaze upon his heart, she taught us the significance of the heart. She taught us the precious sanctity of the heart, revealing to us the precious sanctity of the very self in which the heart beats. For the heart of self beats within the heart of the mother of existence. For the heart of self beats within the heart of the mother of existence. Heart of self that lay within the heart of the heavens. Heart of self that lay within the heart of the heavens. Heart of self founded in these very heavens. Heart of self established within these very heavens. Heart of self that beats within the heart of the infinite. Tell me, do you know of the power? Do you know of the strength of thine heart? The heart of the infinite, the very power, the very strength of the heart of the infinite beats within thine heart. The very love of the heart of the infinite is ever streaming through thee. Streaming through thee, my love, streaming through thee in every impossible way made possible. Love streams in all her glory through thee. Love streams in all her glory through thee, thine glorious self, for glory begets glory. Thine glorious self begets the glorious love of the heart of the infinite, and the glorious love of the infinite, of the heart of the infinite, begets thine glorious self. Inseparable you are, inseparable you are, my darling. It literally makes my heart feel so full to be able to bring something like this to life, where it feels so full. It feels so full. It makes me feel so seen and so known and so understood in this very effortless and soft and gentle and easy way, where it feels simple and rich. Like it reading this, sitting here and reading this and feeling it, I literally feel the jewel that it is. I feel the precious gem that it is. So the next painting, the next jewel, sorry, it's called Magic Vessel of Creation. Magic Vessel of Creation. And I love this. It feels so sacred. It feels like this beautiful surrender. This beautiful surrender after that recognition of that, after that discovery of self. There's just an effortless and joyful surrender. And this is the piece that I wrote for the magic vessel of creation. She opened her eyes one day. The magic vessel of creation opened her eyes for the very first time. And she looked into the eyes of creation. She looked into the eyes of creation, and a new star twinkled in her eyes. For her soul was in a gleeful ecstasy. Creation was streaming through her in every impossible way made possible by her Creator. Oh, she was alive. Glory be to her Creator. For he was streaming through her in every impossible way made possible. And she, the magic vessel of creation, was streaming through her Creator in every impossible way made possible. For the Creator begets his creation, and the creation begets her Creator. Inseparable they are. Inseparable they are. I love reading it out loud. I love expressing it in this way because it's like an experience. It's like sharing my experience of what it's like to sit and write and have it, what it's like when it's unfolding real time before me in the present moment, and how it makes me feel. And I remember when I experienced this, and it was literally one day waking up and seeing this vision, and I just felt there I just felt that all of me, all and everything that I am, that I wasn't just being myself in that capacity, allowing all of myself, but all of it was being received by that which knows me, by that which knows intimately who I am. And essentially, it was all of me was being received by my creator, by the absolute. It just felt like allowing my energy, my unique energy of who I am, to flow, but at the same time I was feeling that being simultaneously received. And it just felt like this vessel. It felt like who I was pouring through this vessel of the absolute, but the vessel had these holes in it, and in a sense it was just like I wasn't being contained in any way. The abundance of who I am was just free flowing. It was just free flowing, and that was such a beautiful moment for me to experience. And then it was also the other way around, where I felt that I was a magic vessel itself with these holes, and the creator was pouring through me, and I was allowing that. And I felt such a deep sense of a deep sense of satisfaction, that almost like I achieved something that my soul desired to experience in my life, to allow this synergy to come to life and to flow and to create from this. So that's the magic vessel of creation. And the next painting is the sculptor of creation. The sculptor of creation and the sculptures of creation. I paired these two together. The sculptor of creation, which feels like the eye of the ultimate, the eye of the absolute, and the sculptures of creation, which feels there's this deep sensuality about it, that it's creation is just flowing, creation is just creating itself, these beautiful sculptures of existence. So the piece that I wrote for these two paintings, this is it. Her beloved molds her clay, and when she is fully sculpted, she comes alive, dancing the magic of the sculpture. Her beloved molds the clay of her existence into sculptures. She comes alive in the workings of her beloved. He honors the grace of her existence. He honors all and everything of her, such that he hollowed out her existence, all the innate workings of her existence, and molded them into sculptures of her existence. Sculptures that would honor her, her innate power, her innate powers, her innate fire, her innate fires, her innate dance. That all of these sculptures molded using the clay of her existence, in the breath of life into these sculptures, she would dance her dance, all encompassing of the soul of her existence, all encompassing of her graces, her power, honoring her power. And within each sculpture, within each and every sculpture, he molded the clay of his existence into it. She would dance the dance of her existence, centered in his stillness, sealed in his stillness, sealed in the sweet serenity of his existence. Perhaps this was the grace of her existence, the golden beauties of her consciousness, naturally bringing life to itself, dripping. She's dripping in the golden beauties of her raw goddess consciousness. She's dripping in the golden beauties of herself. She's dripping in gold. She's dripping gold as the golden beauties of her soul flow forth. As the golden beauties of her soul flow forth, creating life itself. Creating life itself. Sculptor and sculptures of creation. And I feel that's just something that's very integral to who I am, and I feel it's something that I express often in different ways, and it just reminds me of when I read, within each and every sculpture, he molded the clay of his existence into it. She would dance the dance of her existence, centered in his stillness, sealed in his stillness, sealed in the sweet serenity of his existence. Perhaps this was the grace of her existence. And it reminds me of my book, The Goddesses Anthology, the book design that I did for it, which I'll show here. And as you can see, it's this spiral, and I was talking about it in that video, where it's very much this feeling of being centered in the core of who I am, and from this space, just creating, expressing from my pure self. And like it says here, it's ultimately dancing my dance, and yeah, it just feels like a common theme for me, a clarity. So that's the sculptor and sculptures of creation.